Welcome to the mandatory VA education benefits Outprocessing Brief. Due to COVID-19 safety, mask or face coverings are required upon entering the education center and for the duration of your visit. Please maintain 6 feet social distancing. VA education benefits. The Montgomery GI Bill, Chapter 30, or Post 9/11 GI Bill, Chapter 33. You must select one when applying for education benefits. It is not necessary to select until a few months before you plan on going to school. If you choose the Montgomery GI Bill, you can convert over to the Post 9/11 if you have 2 qualifying terms of honorable service. However, if you select the Post 9/11, you cannot convert back to the Montgomery GI Bill. If you are getting out under a disability, then you may qualify to also use the Vocational Rehabilitation Program for a combined total of 48 months. Contact your vocational rehabilitation counselor for assistance in setting up a program and more options. Montgomery GI Bill Chapter 30 Eligibility. You qualify for the Montgomery GI Bill if you contribute $100 a month for the first 12 months of your enlistment while on active duty or qualify under VEEP conversion. You are honorably discharged. You have served at least 2 years on active duty. If you did not have the Army's loan repayment program. Fiscal Year 20 Montgomery GI Bill rates. For 3 years of service or more, full-time enrollment, $2,050. 3/4 time, $1,537. 1/2 time, $1,025. And 1/4 time or less, $512.50. Monthly payments made directly to the veteran's bank account. Student is responsible for tuition, fees, and books. There is no BAH allowance. You have 10 years to use your 36 months of benefits. Montgomery GI Bill Chapter 30, why would you keep it? If you can get tuition dollars from another source, state benefits for veterans, full scholarships, Pell Grant, using TA if you are in a drilling unit of the National Guard or Reserves, you would get the monthly amount payable to your bank account. That may be more than what your BAH would pay under Chapter 33. Apprenticeship and on-the-job training. First 6 months of training, you would get $1,537.50. Second 6 months of training, $1,127.50. Remainder of training, $717.50. Montgomery GI Bill Buy-Up. Bottom line for full-time enrollment, if you contribute $600, you'll get an additional $150 a month added to your benefits. For $300, you'll get $75 a month. Must elect before finance appointment. Must turn in DD Form 2366-1 signed by an education counselor. Be certain to send or fax supporting documentation to VA. No provision for refunds. The following applies to both the Montgomery GI Bill and the Post 9/11. If you were offered the Army College Fund kicker when you enlisted, you will get additional monies with whatever VA program you choose. The pay schedule chart does not apply to the Army College Fund kicker. Divide 36 into the promised amount on your contract. That would be the very minimum full-time monthly amount paid to you. You should receive more due to the cost of living increases. Provide the VA with a copy of the portion of your enlistment contract which states the Army College Fund Award with the date and all signatures. Post 9/11 Chapter 33 Eligibility. Served active duty time after September 10, 2001. Fully honorable discharge from armed forces. Discharged or released for hardship, injury existing prior to service, condition interfered with duty. Active duty exclusions. Service used for loan repayment LRP obligation is 3 years. Service Academy contract period. ROTC contract period under 10 U.S.C. 2107B. Title 32, service terminated due to an erroneous or defective enlistment. Benefit payment tiers. Service requirements after September 10, 2001. Soldiers must serve an aggregate of at least 36 months on active duty to be eligible and qualified for 100% of your post-9/11 GI Bill. If you're getting MedBoard due to a service-connected disability and have served at least 30 continuous days on active duty or greater, you're still entitled to 100% of your post-9/11 GI Bill. If you served at least 30 months but less than 36 months, 90%. At least 24 months but less than 30 months, 80%. At least 18 months but less than 24 months, 70%. At least 6 months but less than 18 months, 60%. At least 90 days but less than 6 months, 50%. You will have 36 months of entitlements or whatever amount is left from previous use of VA benefits. Pays all public school in-state tuition and fees. Tuition and fees paid directly to the school. Private and foreign costs are capped at $25,162.14 annually. Forever GI Bill if released on or after January 1, 2013. Yellow Ribbon Program. Only available to individuals entitled to the 100% payment tier. Exists for out-of-state fees and costs above the cap. Participating schools may voluntarily enter into an agreement with the VA to fund tuition and fees that exceed the authorized rate. Additional funds may be available for your education program without an additional charge to your entitlement. Minimizes out-of-pocket educational costs. Monthly Housing Allowance. Equivalent to the Military Basic Allowance for Housing BAH for an E5 with dependence rate. Amount determined by zip code of the school where the student is physically taking classes. Must enroll with enough credits to be considered more than half-time status. 12 semester hours equal full-time, 7 semester hours would qualify. Prorates housing allowance by the student's rate of pursuit rounded to the nearest tenth. A student training at a rate of pursuit of 75% would receive 80% of the BAH rate. If all classes are distance learning, a special housing allowance rate is used. The housing allowance payable is equal to 1/2 the national average BAH for an E5 with dependents. Must enroll with enough credits to be considered more than half-time status. Prorated amount is based on the individual's payment tier. Books and supplies. Prorated by percentage of benefits and course load. Up to $1,000 per academic calendar year, August through July. $41.67 per credit hour if attending full-time. Amount per credit hour decreases if less than full-time. Up to 24 credit hours in a single academic year. Lump sum payment each quarter, semester, or term attended, paid to the individual. Other education benefits. Allows reimbursement for more than one license or certification test. Previously, only one test was allowed. However, entitlement is now charged based off the cost of the exam. Will lose days from the 36-month entitlement. Allows reimbursement of fees paid to take national exams used for admission to an institution of higher learning. For example, SAT, ACT, GMAT, or LSAT. Allows those who are eligible for both vocational rehabilitation and employment, Chapter 31 benefits, and Post-9/11 GI Bill Chapter 33 benefits to choose the Post-9/11 GI Bill's monthly housing allowance instead of the Chapter 31 subsistence allowance. Under the Post-9/11 GI Bill, non-college degree programs offered at non-degree granting schools will pay the actual net cost for in-state tuition and fees, or $24,476.79, whichever is less. Also pays up to $83 per month for books and supplies. On-the-job and apprenticeship training will pay a monthly benefit amount prorated based on the time and program and up to $83 per month for books and supplies. You can use your GI Bill for other programs such as flight programs, correspondence training, entrepreneur training, licensing and certification, national testing program. Chapter 30 participants who convert to the Post-9/11 GI Bill will receive full or partial $1,200 refund if they complete all 36 months. Refund will be paid with the final benefit payment. If all Post-9/11 GI Bill benefits are not used, no refund is made. Conversion to the Post-9/11. Individuals converting to the post 9/11 from the Montgomery GI Bill Chapter 30 will be limited to their remaining Chapter 30 entitlement. Individuals with qualifying post 9/11 service who have exhausted all 36 months of Chapter 30 Montgomery GI Bill entitlements may be eligible for up to 12 months of the Chapter 33 post 9/11. Once converted, the decision is irrevocable. You may not revert back to the Montgomery GI Bill. If you qualify for both GI Bills, it's up to you to determine which GI Bill is for you, the post 9/11 GI Bill or the Montgomery GI Bill. Go to www.va.gov and click Everywhere, Comparing School Programs in BAH. Click on Choosing a School and then the search for approved education and job training programs. Also consider what state entitlements and VA state programs you may qualify for. For state education benefits, see www.myarmybenefits.us.army.mil/. How many VA education benefit programs you qualify for, disability, previous reserve time. Who else may pay for your tuition, your state, the National Guard, or reserves, scholarships, etc. Please check out www.scholarships.com. This concludes your mandatory education benefits brief. In just a moment, an education counselor will be here to answer your questions. Thank you and have a great day.